My toilet doesn't work, but it's okay because the theatre will have a toilet, a disabled toilet. Yes, I use disabled toilets, but I'm not disabled. I'll explain as this tour continues. So I go to watch Franz Kafka's The Trial. It's a story of the little man against the system. In the theatre, I go to the second floor, the first floor, the ground floor, looking for a disabled toilet. I can't find the toilets. And then the announcement goes, it's time to sit down. The play starts, the lights go down. Moments come to me in fragments. Why can't you just accept your position? Why do you seem determined to irritate us needlessly? I see myself in the drama. I stop thinking about the drama. I start thinking about toilets. In the beginning, there were only male public toilets. The women, they pissed in bowls. Then in Massachusetts, 1887, public toilets became legalized for women in the workplace. And from the 1920s, it became the norm. But now there's an intermission coming up. It's time for me to look for that disabled toilet once again. And I do, I see it, I run for it before any disabled person can get to it. I get inside and bolt the door, and I do feel guilty. I feel terrible. I mean, wouldn't you? I wouldn't drive my car into a disabled zone. Why do I do this? The thing about transition, male to female, it's not like you can jump from one into the other. It's not like you suddenly magically transform. So if you go into a women's toilets, you might get discomfort, you might get an evil stare. It's a really tense atmosphere, so you go to the disabled toilets. At least this is what I do. Yes, I know about gender-neutral toilets. I never used to care about them, I never used to need them. I'm a Edinburgh University student. We have disabled toilets on every floor, so why would I worry about it? But for the first time tonight in the King's Theatre, watching the play, I start to realise that we need gender-neutral toilets. The thing about trans identity, it's really a political thing. It gives us protection, but actually, it's just a label. And you can't put people in boxes, we're too complicated. So my trans identity, I realise, it's a very vague thing, and I'm a million miles away from getting where I want to be. So thinking about, where am I going to go? Where's my safe space in the theatre? It's so tiring to go into the theatre and then go sheepishly into the disabled toilets, feeling like you're some kind of criminal, feeling like you're in disguise, Carlos the Jackal or Howard Marks, having to pretend that maybe you're disabled, or hope that people don't suspect. And the problem is there are so many identities now between male and female. There's transgender, there's non-binary, there's nu-toi. I love nu-toi, I don't even know what it is, but the word, it's like non-binary with a hint of sophistication, and I can imagine going and saying, nu-toi toilets, nu-toi c'est moi. Other flags. The flag which goes for agender, and gender fluid, gender queer, gender fuck. What the fuck? I don't know what that is, but it's a skull, apparently. The point is, gender neutral is a good thing for our time. We're an extremely complex identity these days. And as I'm thinking these thoughts, I'm thinking about my failure. As a woman, as a trans person, as an ex-man, I start to crave the idea of ice cream. I want a big ice cream of many colours, reflecting all the diversity of humankind. I want to get away from the binary, the gender binary, so I go for some ice cream. Strawberry or vanilla, says the woman, with a smile. I get a little bit down about this, but then I remember, this is just ice cream. There are simple choices in life, and this is one of them. Gender doesn't have to be like ice cream. Gender is much more complicated, and that's what we have to remember. We can't compartmentalise gender like we do ice cream. Speaking of which, Trump and Pence this morning in the newspapers discovering that transgender students' rights have been rescinded in America. Are they trying to take gender back to the, or toilets back to the golden age of toilets? The pre-19th century toilet era when women were pissing in bowls? What is this golden era? And bloody hell, Mike Pence talking about Christian lawmaking? Jesus Christ was never about toilets for transgender or not transgender people. I've read the Bible in the parts that he was making speeches in. This is just appropriation of Jesus Christ and his authority for his own narrow, bigoted opinion of identity, which is far too complex for him to understand.
Woo!
So, The lights go down. I take my seat again. The play goes back on. The words come to me in fragments. Why can't you just accept your position? Why do you seem determined to irritate us needlessly? I see myself in the play. The play I forget. And as it moves on, we go to the denouement. The man, the protagonist, is taken out by two men to a quarry, a moonlit quarry. He's given his execution. His trial is over. I guess mine is just starting. On this night, I've discovered I'm further away than I thought from being either a woman or from being trans. Labels are problematic, but the one thing I realized on this evening when I went to watch Kafka in the theatre is that we're too complex a species to be put in boxes, and that's why we need gender-neutral toilets for our vast array of toilet identities. So, the play ends, the curtains close. I leave behind the King's Theatre with its single disabled toilet for an auditorium of 300 people. I think about the news, Pence, Trump, appropriating Jesus Christ to gang up against transgender identity. Where will it end? I don't know, but I go home. And that's it. Thank you.